Hello and welcome to the third edition of Reverend Rabbits, in which I am working very hard from home. Hello and welcome to the third edition of Reverend Rabbits, in which I am working very hard from home. Normally, I work in this place, but as you can see, nobody's here right now. Not even me. I've become completely anonymous. I think I might be a ghost. The whole place is running on just a kind of skeleton staff. So, it's time for your weekly appraisal. I was just wondering how you'd been getting on. Any thoughts to share? I mean, can we be doing any more to support your working life at all? Hello? Oh. And now we can't even meet up for work. All our work meetings have to be done by Skype or Zoom or FaceTime. If I do the prayers on Sunday, are you okay to do the reading?
Yeah, that'd be fantastic, thank you.
Lovely. Okay, great. See you Sunday. All right, take care.
Take
okay,
care. Bye-bye.
bye.
As much as the congregation drives me nuts sometimes, it's actually not much fun doing a service in an empty church.
It's really depressing.
But maybe you're all thinking, what's she going on about? She works from home half the time anyway. And apart from anything else, she hasn't got any kids. What can possibly be so hard about working from home?
Want to help write this sermon? I think that's a no.
Can I collate these? Would that be okay? I just like to have these papers. Please?
Should we talk about your book review for this lovely book? You enjoyed this one, didn't you? Yeah. Like that. Still, it's good to know that in this time of crisis, people really appreciate my pastoral care. The reason that working from home is so tricky, even for those of us who've been doing it for years and years and years, is that there's just no routine. It's not like having some kind of a proper job, you know, with a start time and an end time and hopefully a lunch break and maybe some time around the water cooler or whatever a water cooler is. When you're working from home, there's just nothing to do. You have to kind of make your own routine. And so what tends to happen is that you end up falling on the wrong side of one of the two extremes. You either work and work and work all day and all night and you never stop to take breaks or to see anybody or to see the outside or to eat or to go to the loo or any of that stuff. Or, on the other hand, you just end up not really being able to motivate yourself, and so you spend all day and all night sitting on the sofa eating crap. I'm in the first of those categories, obviously. Now, unfortunately, we can't get much wisdom from Jesus on this because, as far as we know, Jesus didn't have a home, at least when he was an adult. He just tramped around from place to place, healing people and telling stories and stuff. But the nearest thing that Jesus did have to a home was probably the house of his friends Mary and Martha, two sisters who lived in Bethany, two very fine saints after whom this Mary and her sister Martha, now gone to glory, are named. There's a great story towards the end of Jesus' life, just before he died in fact, when he went to Bethany for dinner. And Mary got a jar of really expensive ointment, something really beautiful that smelt lovely and was super, super pricey. And she broke it and she anointed Jesus with it. And Judas got really cross about it, Judas Iscariot. Now, Judas was in charge of the kind of common purse. He was, I guess, a bit like the church treasurer. And if you know about church treasurers, you know they're often very grumpy about spending money. I don't tell mine about the money I spend. And so Judas got really cross and said, you know, she shouldn't be wasting all this money. But Jesus said, leave her alone, she knows what she's doing. And I reckon the reason Jesus said that was not just because Mary was really cool, which obviously she is, but also because he knew that in our lives we all need two things. We need the kind of practicalities. We need to make sure there's enough money in the bank, and we need to be able to pay the rent and put money on the electric and buy food if there's food to be bought and all that sort of stuff. But we also need something else in our lives. We also need beauty and colour and fragrance and joy and delight.
So, given that you are almost certainly spending more time at home than you used to, whether you're socially distancing or whether you're self-isolating, whether you're trying to work from home or whether you're just trying to stop the kids from killing each other, I'd encourage you just to see if you can find a little bit of balance in your life. Time for work, time to do the things that matter, but also time to have fun, time to play, time to... Hello? They're very loud eaters. Oh, you know where I'm going with this. I'm going to stop now because people are eating parsley in my ears. See you next time.